and I've got one of those colds. You know when you really need to sneeze, and if you don't sneeze, then your sneeze isn't going to be let out, and all the like water, like your eyes start to water and then it starts to come out of your eyeballs. So hello there my little cheeky potatoes. My name is Raeesah if you don't know me, and if you've just joined my channel. I'm going to try and be as professional as I can today to get these tips to you. Also leave it a like if you like this sort of video as well, just so I know, and yeah, other people can find it on YouTube. The more likes that you give, I think, like the more it's shown on the suggested bit. I don't know, but obviously it can be really hard when you're starting, and that's the reason, one of the reasons I started this channel, is to try and get across some tips to like people who are really wanting to begin it and they just really don't know how to start. Except that you're not going to, say if you've got a person that you would look up to and they're like a bodybuilder or someone like that, you're not going to look exactly the same as them. Even if you got down to their fat percentage, your genetics are different, and like, so that can be like your actual frame can be different, so some people can be a bit bigger boned. You can store fat in different places just because of fat distribution with genetics. So mine, as you can see, as I'm sat down, but still you can see that a lot of my fat stores here, and that's not going to go until I probably get down to quite a low fat percentage, whereas my legs have got a lot smaller, my back's got a lot smaller since I've lost weight, a little bit on my arms, but it's different for everybody. Just remember that bodybuilders do diet down a lot to get to how they look, but just be realistic about your goals and just remember that everyone is going to look different. Be prepared. So what I did, don't use this as an excuse and say, oh, I haven't got this and that yet, so I have to wait like another few months. Invest in your clothes and make sure that you've kind of got something that you know you're going to be comfortable in. So if you go to the changing room and try on some gym leggings and they're like falling down already, then the signs are that they're not good gym leggings. You're not going to be comfortable in working out in those. Say like a short sleeve top on and you don't like your arms, maybe go for something for long sleeved for the moment. Just anything that you know you're going to be comfortable in while you're working out. And the other thing is, don't go for something that you think is mega stylish but then it's actually not comfortable to wear. So think about those things as well. And there's lots of reviews on YouTube, or just go into changing rooms if you can and try them out. There's lots of places where you can get sort of like quite affordable gym wear, like TK Maxx I would really recommend. Like, I remember when I started the gym and I wanted something that wouldn't cling to me, but now I know, now that I've been going to the gym for a while, I know that I kind of do need something that isn't gonna like ride up while I'm doing yoga or something, but at the time I just wanted something that I was comfortable in. Like, don't give up on it. It's going to be hard. Be consistent with it. Everyone knows that consistency is key, so be consistent. Go to the gym. Like, 3 workouts a week that you think aren't that good are still going to be better than the person that went once or twice a week, say like maybe for 1 month and then they gave up. So just remember that, and you are going to get better. Do your research, you'll get better, and you'll get more confident, you'll get fitter, you'll get stronger, everything. So just remember that nobody starts knowing what they kind of need to do in the gym unless they're really lucky and they've got a good trainer. I'm really lucky with my trainer because he's called Dan the Man. He's just called Dan, but Dan knows everything in the whole world. Like, Dan just knows. So yeah. Food. So everybody knows that abs are made in the kitchen, if you've ever heard of that saying. Like, you can exercise as hard as you want. You might lose some fat, but you're not going to be building muscles. So muscles need a lot of energy to be maintained. So your metabolism should increase with more muscle mass. So you're obviously going to need protein to build those muscles, and not just like one chicken breast. Like, that is maybe going to be 20 to 30 grams of protein. You need to think like high protein, and you can do that by working out what your macronutrients are, and I'll link a macronutrient calculator down below. The calculator isn't going to be super accurate, but it gives you a guideline of how you can start to build muscle. Say 5 items that you eat and they're all 100 calories more, that's going to add on an extra 500 calories. And the basis is eat less, move more. Is the less calories that you have, the more fat is going to like come off, basically for fat loss. There is like other rules as well, but the chances are you're either eating really high calories or you're not eating enough protein. Drinking whole milk, go to skimmed milk. I wouldn't always recommend almond milk or anything unless you have a problem with dairy, just because from then going to almond milk, you're not getting your protein. So don't think just because something has fat in it, like cheese, milk, you have to cut those out. Just try and do your research. There's so many YouTubers. Check out my shout outs video, there's a few fitness YouTubers on there. Research your exercises, how to get into weightlifting, and like I said before, you need muscle if you want to lose fat. All that cardio is going to do, like, yeah, maybe if you're a runner, it's going to help condition you. You can burn extra calories throughout that day, but building muscles is going to help you burn calories like the next day or two. I think it's up to 48 hours after, and building more and more muscle, you're going to need more and more calories to contain that. It can also lower your blood sugar levels. Actually, a lot of when you build more muscle, the sugar, it doesn't like a lot of it goes into the muscles rather than staying in the bloodstream. So automatically you're lowering your blood sugar, you're getting healthier. There's so many benefits to building muscle. I mean, getting strong is like amazing. Like, say if you're carrying shopping bags, you don't realise the difference of before you started the gym, they feel like they're 20 times heavier, and when you start to get stronger, it's like that thing doesn't feel as heavy anymore, and you just feel like a really big, like, He-Man. Every single thing in your whole life just feels easier, because like running across the road, I used to be a bit out of breath or felt really unfit to do that, and now I don't. Or going up the stairs, like, you're not going to feel those struggles.
Why you hit me now? Hit me! He ain't got nothing to do with me! They don't stop that shit all wrong! He ain't got nothing to do with that! Oh, fuck you! You not gonna better, bro! Bitch, you better be! You heard me?
Maybe don't start with deadlift squats. They're a bit more, they look easy, but they're compound movements. They're a bit more complicated. Just start really basic. Start on machines. You're less likely to injure yourself. There's instructions even on the machine, but I would just say maybe for like the first month or two, just start on there, and you'll kind of understand the range of motion needed for certain exercise. Start to learn things and build up your knowledge, and you'll also like start to get stronger anyway, which is a good foundation to then start the a little bit more advanced things. But obviously when you get further on, you will want to be doing compound movements. They're like brilliant for like overall body, like just strength, everything. If you're not feeling confident, just remember that everybody starts somewhere, and when you go to the gym, you'll start to get more confident anyway, like not just in the gym but out of the gym. I can definitely tell you that. If you're finding the internet overwhelming and just too much for you, I bought myself 2 books, and they're from a shop called The Works, which is like really cheap books. You can get them in like really good bookstores and they're like full price. So one of them is this Anatomy of Muscle Building. It's really basic. You can probably get a lot of the information online, and this was originally, I think the original price is £13. I got this for £3, and so just knowing stores like that, maybe look on Amazon, but this store, it's already got the books in there and you can order online. It's just got basically like, so This guy talks about like stretching and really basic things, but I would have loved this book when I started the gym. You've got just like, say, which muscles are activated by which exercise, and I just thought it's such a nice book to have for reference, and for £3 you can't really go wrong. And then I did found this book as well. It was £4, which is a really good price, and it was originally £9.99, so that's really good. And like, yeah, it's just, and again, this one's in even more detail. It's excellent, and that's a nice thing, that if you go to work or whatever, you're in your break, you want to take a break of technology, then do that, and you can just read through this. Look, so this one's glutes and hams, and this one's specifically the women's health one, but it doesn't mean that if you're a man you can't read it, and if you're a woman and you see a book with men's exercise, it's all the same basically. But this one's all got a picture of women in it, and that looks brilliant to me. I've not even really looked through it yet because I've been like quite busy. But yeah, definitely recommend this book. It looks amazing. So just pick yourself up little things like that. It's really going to help motivate you, having that lying about the house and actually learning about why you need to do exercise, or what the point of it is. Like, it's always good to know the basics and the reasons behind things. You're not going to want to do it if you don't know. Don't make excuses about not having time for the gym. You have to make time. Like, you might have 50 years, you might be 50 years old and say, oh, I've never had time in my whole life to go to the gym, but it means you would have been alive for 50 years, and that's definitely enough time to go to the gym. So even if you're like really busy, if you want to be successful at it, you're going to have to make time. And like I've said before in my motivational tips video, just to start with, choose like 3 days that you know. Write it down in your diary for the first few weeks. 3 days. So I started Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I made it so simple for myself. Had the whole weekend off as a 2 days rest, and in between I had a rest on the days I wasn't going, so just 1 day in between those. And it just makes it a lot easier for yourself, and you know automatically like what days you're free or not to do other things. So just make it easy for yourself. There's no excuse about time. Some workouts can take an hour, like it really depends, but they're not ever going to take like 3 hours, are they? Like, let's be real about that. I really also recommend, I've got a video about, I think it was what's in my gym bag video, or the motivational tips one, where I talk about what kind of gym you might want to join as well. So about location, price, whatever, I've got extra tips in there, and I don't want to keep repeating myself. You're going to get bored of those, but I will link the other gym style videos there. I've got a playlist about new to the gym, and I really recommend that if you're struggling. Like, please just check it out. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I really wish you the best of luck. You can always ask me questions. I would love to answer them. I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not qualified. I did, and going to count it as still studying biomedical science, even though I've learned everything I should have learned for that. So yeah, I am into my science. Yeah. If you do have any questions, then let me know down below. I'll link everything in the description box, or there's like on this corner there's like a little eye symbol, and when you click that, anything that I do link up there that pops up throughout the video, it also comes down the side, so you can click that as well if I do put anything along there. And I really hope that this video has helped you if you really want to get into fitness but you just don't know where to start. And please subscribe if you want to see more. Leave comments about what you would like to see, what's going to help you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, cheeky potatoes.